Fun Fact Friday. So we're going to answer our Trivia Tuesdays question, which was, what is the difference between glacial till and fluvial or river deposits?
Garda, tell me, would you rather be next to a river or a glacier? River? Glacier. Or are you just gonna be mad? I wish to be put down. I wish to run around and free.
We had two answers. We had AJ and Gunter saying there's much more clay in glacial till and it's not as well sorted. And Geology Johnson, who said till equals unstructured, unsorted, ungraded, matrix supported. Fluvial equals structured, graded, sorted, usually. Geology Johnson, scores for you. Good job.
Nicely done.
I'm going to show you guys what he means by those, because those are some very technical terms. Megan here is going to help me by holding this here. To help you guys understand our terms here, we're going to pretend this is our little column of rock, or a little sample we're looking at. If we're looking at glacial till, we're going to have all of these sort of various sizes all kind of mixed in together. Each of these represents a grain of stone of any sorts, mud, sands. These are grains. This here, all of this colored stuff, I'm erasing. This here is our matrix. So the matrix is basically just the main body of rock that we find our rock or soil or dirt or whatever we have. This is our main body, the stuff that's keeping all of our grains together. With our glaciers, there is no, this is all unsorted. As you can see, we have big grains, we have little grains.
Don't call me Junior.
We have medium grains, and they're just kind of all over the place. Because glaciers, when they push through, so here's our glacier, they're just gonna push all of that rock ahead of them and just kind of make a jumbled mess. So we have what we call a moraine. And literally, our glacier going this way is just shoving all that rock and making a big pile of just mess. Now, the fun thing with this is that it means there's a lot of space for water. So glacial till is a great place to like grow things on. And you'll see that in central Montana, especially off of the Rocky Mountain front. You'll find tons of these moraines, and people just have tons of farmland and stuff out there because it's a great place to grow wheat and barley. Now, rivers are much more organized, as Geology Johnson pointed out. So if we're looking again at our column of rock here, rivers are going to have this going on. So we have all these big grains here, and they're going to gradually get smaller in size. So we've got this nice grading going on. And grading is just size, and maybe they start going up again. And basically, all of this is just showing you, basically this, I'm slightly getting high off with the marker right now. This is our grading. So basically what we're seeing here, these bigger grains are showing you that this was fast moving water, and these smaller grains, as I put everything in there, that's showing us slow moving water. So we can see that the speed of our river was changing over time. Basically, the faster the water, the easier it is to move the heavier stuff. You have more force behind it, you're going to be moving bigger rocks. So if you ever notice, high in the mountains, our rivers have lots and lots of boulders, and there's lots of waterfalls as our water comes, you know, down. But when we get out into our nice big flat places, our rivers tend to get wide and they meander and they're very, very slow. This here is going to be muddier because it's slowed down. There isn't as much force behind it. So this is where we're going to find our smaller grading. Up here, this is moving faster. There's going to be more pebbles. This tends to be clearer too. This will be nice, clear, clean water. This is usually murky and not so much fun.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So, you know how when you go to a riverbed, you can tell it's a dry riverbed, you can tell which direction the water flows because there's the flow marks. Do glaciers leave flow marks like that?
Yes, so you'll find the flow direction in glaciers as well, because glaciers usually have water flowing underneath them due to pressure melting. So the weight of the glacier is actually going to cause melting at the bottom, which makes stream flow come out, so you'll have the same stream flow beneath it. So generally, wherever there was melting of the glacier, you'll have a little bit more well-sorted and well-graded setting, but generally it'll get overridden by the mess that glaciers tend to be. The only time that a fluvial system is not going to look like this is in flooding events. And you guys know what flooding looks like. It's just this mass of water that moves everything and just makes a mess, and you'll find all kinds of things mixed in there. You'll have all these different sized rocks. You'll have chunks of plants and houses and vehicles and whatever else got mixed up in there. And so nothing is sorted in that case because you just had this wall of water come through and then dump wherever it dumped. So, those are our difference. Good job, geology. AJ and Gunter, you were correct that glacial till is not as well sorted. However, you're going to find more clay in lake settings than any of those. The clay doesn't really play a part in either the river or the glacial till. Usually they're going to be much more sandy than that. The only time you're usually going to find clay is in a lake setting or an ocean. So wherever the water is not moving very much. But very close. So kudos. And thank you for answering.
Yahoo!
And that is the answer to Fun Fact Friday. And I'm happy I got to draw. I like it. Okay. We'll fossilize you later.